wherever you call home, we are there. In favorite places, large spaces, for many homes, we have coverage that fits the way you live. And with our home systems protection, you can cover major home appliances and more. We cover more type of homes than ever. Get the coverage you and your family deserves. For a free no obligation quote, visit us online or simply give us a call.
We're back at you with gloves off, and today I have a candidate, Priscilla Arispe, who's running for Webb County Commissioner. And we're going to touch base on why she's running, what's going on, and get all that good stuff, and find out who this young lady is that's stepping up to the plate. How are we doing today, Ms. Arispe?
I'm doing really good, Mr. Buitron. Thank you very much for inviting me. I've heard a lot of things about you, and it's a pleasure to be here. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. And number one, what got you on this road to want to run for public office, especially commissioner?
So if I'm being honest, I don't really like politics. I really don't. What I do like is justice, right? So if I'm being really, really honest, I actually wanted to go more into law. But growing up, I did grow up in Las Lomas on Highway 59, and it's always been the same thing. I'm 31 years old myself, and I've seen my grandparents struggle, my parents struggle, my neighbors struggle since we don't have water over here. I've always been the type of person to speak out if I feel that something's not right. I have tried to speak to the people who are there right now, and there's no change. There's no change. So, like my grandpa would always say, si tú quieres que las cosas se hagan bien, las tienes que hacer tú. So that's what made me want to get out there. Yes.
Okay. Now, explain to us, because a lot of people do not know where the Lomas are at, what's the situation, and what's going on.
Las Lomas is basically the rural areas from Laredo. Highway 59 and Las Lomas, Colorado Acres, we have Las Pilas. So it's basically everything that's outskirts of Laredo heading to Corpus Christi. So we're still Webb County. We've been fighting for water. I started the water project actually 2 years ago. But por una cosa u otra, we get grants, we do get the money, but they use it for something else. So then I just really think it's so unfair that we're already on 2025. We do live in the United States and we still have to haul water. I really do think that is very unfair. But they would say it's too far, it's too this, it's too that. Yet Pueblo Nuevo already has water. And I know this because I have a restaurant out in Pueblo Nuevo. My dad and I have a restaurant out in Pueblo Nuevo, El Comal Ranch. We have water over there. So then I don't really see the difference as of why Pueblo Nuevo gets water and we don't. The people here have been here for many, many years. Many years. So I think that's one of the reasons why I feel that I have to run, that I had to do it. Like I've always told people, I'm not rich. I wish I was. I would do a lot for the community, but I've been helping my community for the longest time, and that's why I know the needs that they have. Christmas, Thanksgiving, in college, I would volunteer a lot with a lot of organizations. So I do know my way around it. Like I said, I don't like politics, but hey, sometimes you got to learn things just to make a difference. And that's what I'm here for. I want to make a difference.
Correct. I'm going to explain to those listening out there what Las Lomas is, okay? In Webb County and in South Texas, you have what they call colonias. Basically, it's parts in the rural areas of the county that do not have water, do not have potable water. They don't have sewage. They don't have stuff like that. So most people out there, they live in hardship times, okay? And what I mean by that is that here in the United States at this point in time, we have third world living conditions in our own land. And we're worried about issues across the sea over whatever things that we can. We have to worry about our people. And we have to give money to our people to fix those structures that are in there. Now, one thing that I got from you was there is grants that have been coming in or that have come in. They weren't used for that. The monies, the funding.
They haven't done anything over here for the past, I don't know how many years, to be honest. They say they're going to fix the streets. You know what? Last week, and there's actually a post, supposedly they were fixing the streets. Right here, I live like 3 blocks away from that street that was supposedly getting fixed. They left everything there. They left. And a friend of mine that she lives on that street, she called me. She's like, quiero que vengas a ver esta calle. And I was like, what do you mean? They just fixed it. And she said, ven a verla. So I went. And I don't know if they went to have lunch there, sit down, have a good talk. They didn't do anything. And it was closed for days. For days.
That to me is what gets me. You see, we have what's happened. We have good people in our county.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say up here, I'm going to put the commissioners and everybody up here. But then you have directors and you have people that are working and everything else. And some of those directors, unfortunately, need to be fired. They need to be moved. They need to be getting rid of. Because they've been there for years and they really haven't done anything.
That's right.
And people, there's incompetence there that, we have a lot of problems with the county. There's a lot of public officials within the county that the county does their budgeting for.
Yeah.
And most of the judges are elected officials. And then you have appointed judges that are appointed to friends or, they couldn't make it as a lawyer. So now all of a sudden now they're an associate judge. And now you have problems there, and so it's kind of like I say we have a lot of corruption in our judicial system. And I'm not talking about the JPs. I'm talking about the county courts and the district courts. And we're going to lose a gem. Judge Monica Knotson is one of the most individuals that has more integrity than everything else. A couple of the other judges that are aware should be wearing orange and making license plates. And people do not understand the corruption that's there. We're going to lose a person that really cared about justice because of she's retiring. God bless her, what she did. But the rest, we got problems. So I look at commissioners' courts, and the commissioners' courts has to look back and say, you know what? You might not get our funding anymore for all this stuff that you've been doing here. Let's straighten up. You guys are the ones that fit the bill. The money stops with you all or goes with you all. And there's a lot of projects out there that it's not a project for a photo op. It's a project to better ourselves and better serve others.
Correct.
I do give the credit to the Webb County for keeping Laredo afloat during the pandemic because they did that. They did that. They were the ones that why Laredo stayed afloat because Laredo's leadership destroyed small businesses left and right and to the day. So
and it's still going on.
Yeah. So there's issues, but I think it's more what I look at and when I see people, I look at them and I'm like, it's some of these department heads, some of these people that are working here. Only because they were holding a political sign, they're working. Sorry to say that, but it's just
or only because they're the brother of the brother, the tío, the cousin. Sadly, that's the way it works. If you don't have a cousin, a tío, a dad, a mom, you don't go in. You don't get the job. You just don't. That's simple. But that's why we're here. We want to make a change. Regardless if I win or another person wins, they need to think about that in all of our businesses. One of the things that I do at my personal time, I do go to other businesses because I do have a really good following in El Comal Ranch. I do help out other businesses. I make videos. I basically show people because I know not everybody's good with social media. There's a lot of people who cook so good, like so good. but they're not good with social media. So nobody knows that they exist here in Laredo. They really don't. And when I go, they're like, "Hi, mija, ¿cómo está?" And it's so nice that it makes you feel like home, you know? And so I start making videos left and right, and then they want to give me the food. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm here to help you guys. Like, I'm here to pay for my food. I'm here to show the world like everything that you guys do. Because hey, maybe somebody from San Antonio is gonna come visit and they want to know of a good place with good food, right? So I try to do that for all of the little businesses that we have here in Laredo. It's like a lot of people they complain like, oh, it's so expensive. Guys, you all go to Palenque Grill, you all go to Taco Palenque, you all go to all these fancy restaurants. You all don't say anything there. It's the same thing. We buy the same products. You know, it's just because that name's a little bit more fancy than the other one. But no, I love helping my community in every way possible. My mom's always like, te vas a ir tú pobre porque quieres ayudar a todo el mundo. I go, Mom, it's okay. Like, God will pick me right up. It's fine. And he always does. He always does. So I am a person of heart. I try to help. Yesterday, I went all around. I was giving out turkeys. I don't know if you saw me. I was giving turkey to the community. But you know what? A lot of people just go and they set up and whoever comes, but they don't have in their mind that, hey, there's a lot of elderly people who can't drive. They don't have a ride. You know, they can't go out to you. That's what we're here for. We go out to them. So what I did yesterday, I called with a local. I was like, hey, will you go with me? And then I called another friend. I was like, will you join me? She's like, yeah, let's go. I know people work, but I said, I want to go to those homes where we have elderly people, you know, because you know that they do need it. And yes, every person who opened the door, they started talking to me. They started telling me like so many things. It's just so beautiful. You know, you get to know people everywhere. We went to Los Altos, Cheyenne, Wright Ranch. We were at Ghost Town. We were, and then other people who weren't even part of my precinct, they were sending me. I was like, yeah, why not? We're here to better Laredo. You know, we're not here to compete with anybody. We're here to better Laredo. And that is one of the things that I've always said. You know what? If I do win, I really hope that the other commissioners can work with me. Because if they can't, I guess I'm just going to be a pain in their, because I'm going to be pushing. I'm going to be pushing because we can't better one side of Laredo and just keep the other one, you know, down. We need to better all of it together. And if they can't do that, they should just step aside and let the people who actually want to better Laredo be there. I'm just
Correct.
Yeah. So that's the way I think. That's the way I think. Pero yes, I'm very happy. Everything that's coming my way, I'm very excited. Everywhere I go, people already know me. They already know me, and you know it's crazy because they've been taking down my signs, and it's like, guys, come on. There's no competition here. We all want the same thing. But it's okay because, like I've said before, people can flood Laredo with signs and whatnot. That doesn't mean they're gonna get elected. I don't have the money to put 1,000 signs because I'm by myself. I don't have people paying my campaign. But you know, I'm poquito, 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 poquito. I'm actually out there talking to people. I'm out there, you know, I just love making them laugh and they go up to me. I'm at Walmart, HEB. It's just such a beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful feeling. And if they don't know me as running for commissioner, they know me as la del Comal Ranch. Like every time, mija, eres la del Comal Ranch. I'm like, sí, ¿cómo están? Because what we do a lot, my dad helps a lot of people. He loves helping out. So, you know, my mom loves helping out too, but she's more like, tienes que darle calmado, you're too out there. And I'm like, Mom, it's okay. And my dad, on the other hand, if I tell him, papi, I want to do, dale, like he está loquito. He's like me. He's like me. But I think it's a good thing. Like, in a way, it's a good thing. But I do know that I can't help everyone. I do know that it's practically impossible. For an example, yesterday, I was getting a lot of messages after I finished with the turkeys because I don't have any, you know, I can't just go and buy. It was a big purchase that I made. So I kind of got a deal or whatever because of the amount of turkeys that I bought. So then a lot of people started sending me messages and I was like, look, por más que yo quiera, like I can't help everyone, guys. There's food banks here. That's why I try to help more of the people, the elderly that are outskirts, because I know they don't have vehicles. Some people can't see anymore. Some people, you know, and over here, food banks do give you turkeys. They do help you out. But a lot of the the people who are running, they forget about the ranchos, you know. And I was told one time by one of the election officials. She said, "Yo no te tengo viviendo aquí." You know what? To me, that was fuel. That was 100% fuel. Because how are you going to respond even if it wasn't me? You don't do that. You don't say that. Never. Al contrario, you know what are your problems? Let me see what we can work with, you know, what we can do for you. A lot of people do promises. I don't promise anything because I don't know what I'm capable of doing once I'm in that chair. So, you know, I do want to better Laredo. I will better Laredo, but I won't promise you, sí, cuando yo gane voy a venir a arreglarte esa calle y te voy a poner un bus stop aquí y te voy a poner, no, because I need to count with the funding that's coming in. I got to start, you know, poquito a poquito. Why? Because once you're in there, you're going to have to fix everything that's left, because I'm sure there's a lot of fixing that has to be done in that office, right? So you need to check on all of that. And there's people promising left and right. I'm like, you can't promise. You can't promise people something that you don't know that you're going to be able to do. Because, like I always say, my grandpa, and I would always, my grandpa ya falleció, que en paz descanse, but he would always say, la palabra vale oro. Y si tú no tienes palabra, tú no eres nada. And I have that. I have that very present. Sorry, I got getting a call. So I have that very present in my heart and in my mind. So when I promise something, I better do it. Like I have to do it. It's kind of difficult with so many people that need the help, and I know they do. Um, but I'm willing to go out there. I am willing to do better. I'm hoping, you know, that people can actually see. I am sorry. I estoy todo el día with phone calls all day. But yes. Any other question? Any other question? Ya me dejó hablando a mí sola.
The next question is, what else do you see that is of need? Security. What else you need? Ambulance service, fire. What else is out there that is needed that we need to change?
We do need something closer over here. You know, we really don't have anyone. Sheriffs do come and go through the 59, right? But there's one constable that comes all the way from Bruni that Mr. Sabino Morales sends over here to take care of our kids, because they do drop them off like literally on the side of the road. It's not, they're not supposed to be dropping them off there, but they do. It's super dark, very, very, very dark. And I have a video. I can actually send it to you if you want right after this. I'll send it to you, where you can't see anything. It's
So,
completely
so,
dark. All you can see are the bus lights. But you don't know if a snake is down there when you step down there, because it's just raw area. It doesn't have anything. It's monte.
send it to me. I'd like to show it for people to
Of course.
understand where. Send it to me, and
Yeah,
I'll put it up.
we don't even have lights there. Like if you're gonna put a bus, you know, to stop for the kids and whatnot, you need to put lights.
You know
For
what? That
their
also goes
safety.
into that also goes not only to the county, but that also goes to the school district. How come
Yes,
the
it does.
school district is not providing the safety for our children there, especially in the bus stops? They should
We
they
pay
should
a
have
lot of taxes, and every year they go up. Where's all of that money? The
that
buses
act.
sometimes can't go in because, hey, they get flat tires, they get stuck. Well, then why don't you fix the roads? And then there was this one case. Honestly, there was this one case a few years ago where this lady had an attack. They called an ambulance. That ambulance went right straight in. It got a flat tire. They called another ambulance. The other ambulance came, and they're like, "No, you need to take the lady out because we can't go in. We're gonna have the same problem." Imagine if that lady was alone. They had a son or someone there that was able to carry her. But just imagine she was alone. And todavía they take like 45 minutes just to get here and find your location or more. Just do the math. And they had to carry her all the way out from where they lived. And then they got her on the ambulance. Like
You know,
that, I mean, that's just sad. It's sad. They're over there building and building and doing, and it's a, y nosotros. Y nosotros andan haciendo what in life downs. I don't even know what they're doing, but I know they're wasting a lot of money. Pero no tienen para poner el agua. And I get it. Like they want money to come in, but really for who? Who does it benefit? What I think they should be doing is fixing downtown. They need to start making more businesses downtown. Because imagine if we had at least a few restaurants down there and, little boutiques, I don't know, little cake places, which I would love to do. I'm also a baker. I also bake. I'm La Patrona Bakery, guys, in case you'll ever need a cake. We would, there's a lot of people who would come down here just to meet a certain person, anybody. Let's just say, I don't know, me as a baker, I get a lot of following because of my cakes. If I would put something down there and I have all these followers, I'm sure they're gonna want to go down there just to visit me or just to purchase that one cake. I know I did that with Carlos in San Antonio. I went all the way over there just to taste one of his cakes, just to know then that they actually had a mariachi. But I went all the way over because I wanted to try the whole experience, right? There's people who will do that. We just need, we need this younger generation to come up with creativity over there downtown to bring in the money. We need that money here in Laredo. CI, they're not using it the correct way.
No, they're using it. They're just putting incompetence in certain areas that should not be there because of, there's something that's called DEI hire, and most of the government had DEI hire. Laredo has some, but here it's political sign hire. You held my political sign, we'll hire you.
Right. Oh, and then they also
Here's the political
fire
sign
those
hire.
who are on the opposite side. What happened to freedom of speech?
Well, I've never seen that, but yeah, you see, so we have to get up. We have to start moving forward, But those stories do exist.
They do. They do. It's
Another note: election starts in another month.
it's
For
exciting.
people to get a hold of you and they want to help you or know you better, where can they get a hold of you?
I am on Facebook as Priscilla Arispe, or if you want to meet me in person, I am at El Comal Ranch Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it is 133 West Gomez. You can take your family, have fun. We have horses, we have everything you can, and we have the best menudo in town. That's the most important part. So yeah, I'm there. It's like I tell everybody, guys, I'm an open book. Y'all can come ask me whatever you want. And I'm not hiding from anyone. I'm actually knocking on doors. I'm talking to people. And I just love it that by the time they open the door, they know who I am. Priscilla, ¿cómo estás, mi niña? ¿Qué tan hermosa? There's this lady. She was like, no, si estás bien bonita en persona. And I was like, ¿cómo que me está tratando de decir? And she's like, es que yo pensé que usabas puro filtro. And I'm like, no. A veces, pero no siempre.
There's out there with filter, yeah.
It's nice. It's very nice. I just love it. I love being with the people. And you know what? I've always been with people. I've always liked business. I've always, communicating with others. So for me, it just comes naturally. It really does. It just comes very, very naturally. So like I always say, if I do win, I would like to keep being at the ranch on the weekends, just so that if anybody has, questions, because I'm right there, guys. Like, y'all can go at any time. I'm there. I'm literally an open book. My phone number is on my Facebook, like everything. I have nothing. Nada. I'm
No.
just a girl who wants to speak.
Number one, want to thank you for stepping up to the plate and signing your name in that dotted line. I tell that to everybody because it's very hard to put your name down.
It
Okay.
is.
A lot of people complain, a lot of people will blow it, but it's putting down your name and doing something about it. It's very hard to do with a lot of people.
That's right.
That,
Yes,
and,
and like I tell everybody who's running, because I have spoke to a few of them, and you know what feels very nice, that most of the candidates that are against me, before they knew I was running, they came to ask for my help. They wanted me, and they all said, "Hey, like, I'm a fan. I've seen you, and just feel really good." So that's something for me. That's a positive. So, but when I told them, I'm sorry, like I'm gonna run too, and they're like, no, it's okay. Like, but let's do teamwork and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, of course, that's what I'm here for. We all want the same thing at the end of the day. We all want to better Laredo.
Absolutely. So we'll leave you with it. We're running out of time. I want to thank you once more. Folks out there, listen to her. If you want to get to know her better, give her a call over at the Cormal Ranch and go visit. And we have to go over there and taste it. And I promise you that. And we'll leave you with this. You all stay safe, be safe, and God bless you. Until next time.
Thank you.
Have you ever wondered about what happens in a martial arts studio? Well, you start right away by setting goals, building determination, gaining focus, building skills, all while becoming more fit, gaining confidence, and learning self-defense. Buitron Academy is a school where attitude meets aptitude. So give us a call at 956-401-4868.